podcast.
Kill 'em all, don't give a fuck. It's time to fucking pack 'em up. Pack 'em up, motherfucker, let's kill 'em all. Don't give a fuck. It's time to fucking pack 'em up. Pack 'em up, motherfucker, let's kill 'em all. Don't give a fuck. It's time to fucking pack 'em up. Pack 'em up, motherfucker, let's kill 'em all. Don't give a fuck. It's time to fucking pack 'em up. Pack 'em up, motherfucker. We gon' shoot a cop, shoot a fed, shoot a judge in the head, prosecutor and the DA. We gon' leave 'em fuck dead. Don't like my music, so what? Get your crib blowed up. This is war music, only real rebels show up. Infiltrate the base, shoot you in the face. Raid the armory, pull off in the army tape. Fuck the government, shoot they ass to shit. Monetary system dead, time to roll bricks. Loading up the blick, time to catch some bodies, bitch. Everybody gon' be dead in this fucking lobby, bitch. Taking building down with the war leaders in it. Big bang attack, you can call me Vegeta, bitches. Kill 'em all, don't give a fuck. It's time to fucking pack 'em up. Pack 'em up, motherfucker, let's kill 'em all. Don't give a fuck. It's time to fucking pack 'em up. Pack 'em up, motherfucker, let's kill 'em all. Don't give a fuck. It's time to fucking pack 'em up. Pack 'em up, motherfucker, let's kill 'em all. Don't give a fuck. It's time to fucking pack 'em up. Pack 'em up, motherfucker, let's kill 'em all. Don't give a fuck. It's time to fucking pack 'em up. Pack 'em up, motherfucker.
Will be swarming with CIA and FBI. We go underground? No. They'll be looking for everybody except us. You see, this took brains and guts, which we don't have, right? Move it out.
Rolled up the clip, about to shoot the cop dead in the public lake. It's that rapper shit, next level shit. Make 'em dig they own grave with the shovel quick. Hurricane beat the name, I'm a boss. Metal gear on me, knocking motherfucking heads off. Raise the grave, make the dead walk. Raid every power structure in they motherfucking red cross. About to creep in the White House. Where the fuck the president about to murk that nigga right now? Got my girl with the snipe rounds. Shoot the fed in his head cause the bitch wouldn't pipe down. Motor City is the fight time. Joe Lewis with the hands, give it to you, see the 9 rounds. You can hit that shit from 9 times. They say Hurricane, put your gun down, I'ma tell them no, 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 no. If they tell you to comply, better tell them no, 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 no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no, 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 no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no, 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 no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no. Hurricane got a blast quick. Close quarters combat, guarantee you get your ass kicked. Flip a nigga with a mad blitz. Better watch the stab, you can tackle through a glass, bitch. Flying kicks in the flash splits. I'm the last man standing, you be lying in the grass, bitch. About to head to the Pentagon. After that, I'm blowing up 10 fools in synagogues. I know I'm a synagogue, but when I get up there, I'm killing you and your fucking mob. Cause you ain't do your fucking job. On a page in this world, I can't spell the fucking rhyme. Create us a newer earth. Cast the evil government to the ends of the universe. Now they telling me to calm down. I would never put my fucking gun down. I'ma tell them no, 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 no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no, 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 no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no, 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 no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no, 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 no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no, 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 no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no, 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 no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no. No, 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 no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no. No, 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 no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no.
Hand pie. Not for the weak-hearted. This the Fuck the Government podcast.
Side, catch you a line by a corner of my mind. And my soul gotta keep it divine. When I get vibe, I'll be taking it live. But show you government benefits, gonna be dying to die. Die, go behind enemy lines. Rip it up for my kind, put a motherfucker sword in his spine. Like a lyrical samurai, back in the satellite. If you see me, bitch, I don't need an alibi. Bitch, I'm a hurricane, bringing the storm in the rain, bitch. Bringing on the wind and I'm changing the game quick. Revolutionary, you're bringing the pain, bitch. Shoot you in the head, I'm leaving your brainless. Doing on the mission, I'm knowing it's dangerous. Hang your ass on the fire, we chain, bitch. Most of you haters be talking the same shit. Spit it, rapid fire, you doing, I'm doing this. Lyrical madness, see the blade in the packet. Full-time candy, put it straight in the jacket. Lyrical madness, see you run in the panic. Look at my actions, cause some beautiful reactions. Lyrical madness, see the blade in the packet. Full-time candy, put it straight in the jacket. Lyrical madness, see you run in the panic. Look at my actions, cause some beautiful reactions. Lyrical madness, see the blade in the packet. Full-time candy, put it straight in the jacket. Lyrical madness, see you run in the panic. Look at my actions, cause some beautiful reactions. Lyrical madness, see the blade in the packet. Full-time candy, put it straight in the jacket. Lyrical madness, see you run in the panic. Look at my actions, cause some beautiful reactions. Who is the killer that's doing it bigger? You better get your nigga for my killer, but settle like hell, nigga. Fucking with the storm, that's why you fail, nigga. Breaking your bones because you frail, nigga. You better get the enemy, never been scared, nigga. Stay strapped up or stay prepared, nigga. Once you did not 11, I keep it remember who you checking. I'ma have to shoot you in your head, nigga. Realest to realest that never spit it. I'm the greatest admitted. Y'all niggas scared to admit it. And I'm the realest that never did it. Murder minute. I'm living, killing the villain. That through the fucking bitch. I'm a villain, killing the motherfucking government. Y'all the middle finger to the law. Plant a bomb and I'm killing them all. Yeah, I'm hitting them all. Hell yeah, it gets bigger of a sword. 50 cal, gonna be killing them all. Lyrical madness, see the blade in the packet. Full-time candy, put it straight in the jacket. Lyrical madness, see you run in the panic. Look at my actions, cause some beautiful reactions. Lyrical madness, see the blade in the packet. Full-time candy, put it straight in the jacket. Lyrical madness, see you run in the panic. Look at my actions, cause some beautiful reactions. Lyrical madness, see the blade in the packet. Full-time candy, put it straight in the jacket. Lyrical madness, see you run in the panic. Look at my actions, cause some beautiful reactions. Lyrical madness, see the blade in the packet. Full-time candy, put it straight in the jacket. Look at my madness, see you run in the panic. Look at my actions, cause some beautiful reactions. Fuck the Government podcast. But they hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. Got a big ass gun you ain't ready for. But they hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. Got a big ass blade you ain't ready for. But they hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. Got a big ass bomb you ain't ready for. But they hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. You ain't motherfucking ready, ho. But they hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. Got a big ass gun you ain't ready for. But they hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. Got a big ass blade you ain't ready for. But they hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. Got a big ass bomb you ain't ready for. But they hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. You ain't motherfucking ready, ho. But they hit you with something you ain't ready for. 4-4, take it down, about to let it go. Take it down, your brains all on the floor. Everybody get down on the fucking floor. Get the money, get the running out the fucking dough. Get the whip, gotta deal, we gotta go. Eliminate every enemy on the boat. Sniper, rifle, gotta let them know. Exterminate, catching too many bodies. You and your girl caught you doing Pilates. So you driving Bugatti, I got a laser weapon. And I want a motherfucker know what it can do to your body. We caught a clue to the lava, we use a frequency weapons to teach a lesson. I'm the one that's gonna bring out spaghetti, your demon level element. Better growth and development. The revolution here, that we gotta stay relevant. But they hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. Got a big ass gun you ain't ready for. But they hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. Got a big ass blade you ain't ready for. But they hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. Got a big ass bomb you ain't ready for. But they hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. Motherfuckers ain't ready, ho. But they hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. Got a big ass gun you ain't ready for. But they hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. Got a big ass blade you ain't ready for. But they hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. Got a big ass bomb you ain't ready for. But they hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. You motherfuckers ain't ready, ho. But But I hit you with something you be ready for. Phone color point bullets that'll take a soul. Soul flying out the body while you shake and roll. Rolling up a bag of weed, gotta fucking smoke. Smoking with a bad chick while we load up. Up the mag when we motherfucking show up. Up in the when I'm getting up in her guts. We got a bunch of money, I gave her haircut. Cause the feds catching too many bodies. You and the cops gonna cry to your mommy. I don't fuck with the folly. If anybody gonna be talking about me, I murder you, then I bury the body. You think this shit is a hobby? I got a weapon stand up in your body. You better run, cause here comes the body. Somebody stop me, but you cannot deny me. The revolution is here, and I bought a fucking gun in the park.
Killing everybody.
About to hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. Got a big ass gun you ain't ready for. About to hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. Got a big ass blade you ain't ready for. About to hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. Got a big ass bombs you ain't ready for. About to hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. You motherfuckers ain't ready, ho. About to hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. Got a big ass gun you ain't ready for. About to hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. Got a big ass blade you ain't ready for. About to hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. Got a big ass bomb you ain't ready for. About to hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. You motherfuckers ain't ready, ho.
Idiocracy became real life. Truman Show is my real life. I'm Neo, that red pill, it ruined my life. They live, they praying for our demise. Even an angel not above falling. Conspiracy theorists, I think that's my calling. Reporting live from the Civil War, I'm recording. With my eyes wide shut, Illuminati wanna see us all in a coffin. Deep a vendetta and vigilantes, yeah, we all revolting.
I think I'm entitled. You want answers. I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Dodge your minds, this ain't Dark City. Nigga just be real, but try to fuck with me like Resident Evil experiments. Gotta pull the guns out and kill the quick. The demolition man ain't scared of shit. Simon finish with the case, you prepare for this. I roll by, can you see the microchips? Play the nigga phone head over your wrist. They ain't got the nigga live, they be watching shit. Put a secret spy where you do device shit. People saying they adapted with no licenses. Got an M&AK for precise hits. Like Watchdog, taking your device to whip. Make you crash to a motherfucking building, bitch. Pop the clip in the blick, they click bow. Overkill a nigga, they hit a remote round. Hurricane spit in the face is profound. Why these people tripping on gender and pronouns? What about the homeless and government shutdowns? For the government, we shooting them all down. Just like the Matrix, bitch, amazing flips. Shoot you in the face, your bitch, the case dismissed. Send it to the grave, the bitch, they can't convict. I'm the motherfucker from the ancient myth, the cave, the rip. Body support the from the start in the Hunger Games. Yeah, you bitches will run for. Set the record straight, these niggas ain't on par. White House down, we killing them all, dog.
Idiocracy became real life. Truman Show is my real life. I'm Neo, that red pill, it ruined my life. They live, they praying for our demise. Even an angel not above falling. Conspiracy theorists, I think that's my calling. Reporting live from the Civil War, I'm recording. With my eyes wide shut, Illuminati wanna see us all in a coffin. Deep a vendetta and vigilantes, yeah, we all revolting.
Son, we live in a world that has walls, and those walls have to be guarded by men with guns. Who's gonna do it? You? You, Lieutenant Weinberg? I have a greater responsibility than you can possibly fathom.
They already know what it is. Oh, so they gonna not let my comment go through? They ain't gonna let my comment go through? What about this? Yeah. They is watching us. That gotta be what that symbol mean. That gotta be what that symbol mean. So as I put F the government, it was like, oh shit, he put a trigger word in it. Put a tag by it. Let's see if I can put F the government again. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. They cataloging everything we type and put in our chats, y'all. Oh, I can't put F the government? What? Let's all right, okay. I can't put my F the government in, but can I put another fire emoji in though? Boop. I can throw in a fire emoji, but they won't let me put in fuck the government. Ain't that a bitch? Can anybody put fuck the government in the chat for me? Let's see if they do it to y'all. If they doing it to me, they might do it to y'all. Let's test this theory. I'm gonna put fuck the government again, but this time I'm gonna add some stars and shit. I'm gonna do it differently. Let's see what's popping. Let's see what's popping. And throw a fire emoji on it. Fuck what they talking about. Let's go. Bam. Nope. I can't even put the F the government in the other shit. Okay. Let's try this one more time with the fire emojis. This time we're going to add another fire emoji. Boop, boop. Add two more. Let's go. Let's go. Bam. Fire emojis back to back on top of each other. But on this phone, it ain't letting me put the fuck the government in the chat. It ain't popping up over here on my main phone. I'm on the second phone. Just to make sure my shit ain't going to freeze on the nigga. Yep. They fucking with me, y'all. They got the symbols right here next to it. Yep. I'm going to put all that shit on YouTube. So, like, now we know what it is. We don't even got to look it up. We don't even got to look it up what that symbol means. That fucking symbol means we have been fucking tagged. I'm tagged. I'm shadow banned to oblivion. Most of my notifications, they ain't come out. So, I have to put that bitch on my community post and shit. What the fuck is that symbol? What the fuck is that symbol? I'm about to go to Reddit and find out what the fuck. What the fuck? Why is crazy ass symbols appearing up on comments? You need to look that out. I'm on motherfucking Reddit. See what's popping. But shouts out to everybody. We got some new music on the way. Shouts out to Low Key. Phenom just sent me a beat. I'm still working on the track on DJ Gray's beat, so you already know what it is. Working on 3 songs at once. I'm just going with the flow. And now it's time to talk about what's going on in this motherfucking Trump shit with this Iran shit. And some other shit went down too. Did I cover that? I think I covered that, JD Vance. Did I? I think I did. I think I did. Hold on.
You think that we are all nincompoops. I certainly am.
Yep. I think I did. I think I covered that. All right. Trump. But no. First things first, we go to the UK. We go to the UK first. Only got one thing on the UK, but you already know how we do. We go to the UK first. Well, first things first, I gotta play my girl Amelia. I got a lot of motherfucking shit. Jesus, I gotta delete those other files because I already used them on my HHN. I'm gonna have to delete them. But we gotta play this first.
What do you do for a living?
Oh, I'm a model.
Wow, like model?
OnlyFans model.
Damn, are you expensive?
The Matrix is a system, Neo.
It's like, are you expensive?
That system is full of degenerates. When you're inside, you look around, what do you see? Businessmen, teachers, lawyers.
I identify as a woman.
The very minds of the people we are trying to save. But until we do, these people are still a part of the woke system, and that makes them our enemy. You have to understand, most of these people are not ready to pick up a biology textbook, and many of them are so inert, so hopelessly dependent on their pronouns that they will fight to protect it. Were you listening to me, Neo? Or were you looking at the dude in the red dress? The dude? Forget. Who is it?
That wasn't a woman? No. It's another training program designed to teach you one thing. If you are not one of us, you might marry one of them. What are they? Transformers. They can move in and out of any gender, regardless of their chromosomes. That means that anyone coming out of the female bathroom is potentially a ladyboy. Inside the Matrix, they can identify as anything, but in reality, it's just delusion.
We have survived by hiding from them, by running from them. But they are at the Diddy parties. They are guarding all the doors while they are touching all the kids, which means that sooner or later, someone is going to have to fight them. Someone. I won't lie to you.
I can put F YouTube, but I can't say fuck the government though.
Everyone who has fought this agenda got canceled. But where they have failed, you will succeed.
What?
I've seen an agent identify as a concrete wall. Men have emptied entire clips at them and hit nothing but air. Yet their strength and their speed are still based in a world that is built on.
Oh, now they let me put fuck the government though. Now they let me do it now because they know I was on to they bitch ass. Salute Jordan.
And I can dodge lawsuits?
No, nigga.
If you identify as an innocent human being, you won't have to. I identify as an innocent human being.
Yeah, I was just going through some crazy shit earlier. I was trying to put fuck the government with some fire emojis. They wouldn't even let me do it. So I was like, okay, that's some bullshit. They put in some fire emojis. They let the fire emojis go through. I'm like, all right, let me say fuck the government again. They let me do it. So I started talking shit, saying fuck YouTube, fuck them, and now they let the fuck the government come back right after I say fuck YouTube. It's like this symbol that's next to our comments, that's just them tagging us, bro. We've been fucking tagged. Fuck the government with 3 fire emojis. That's what's up. It's too late now, motherfucking YouTube and government. We know y'all watching this now. I don't even gotta check to see what the fuck that symbol means. Like I just went through this shit firsthand. Yeah, but I got the motherfucking second phone to prove it. Motherfuckers. Oh, they deleted my shit in real time. Damn. Sons of bitches. I thought I had the proof. But fuck it. I got the live. It's all good. Love Amelia.
Hi, I'm Amelia. I'm English, and I love England. I like having fish and chips and a pint at the local pub. I like Shakespeare and Dickens, Tolkien and Lewis, Harry Potter. I like pork sausage and dogs and fashion. Haram! Haram! But I don't like that. Brits are famously polite, but it mustn't mean we're willing to commit cultural suicide. Our institutions, the Church of England, the BBC, are a bunch of queers and nonces. How the bloody hell did we go from Churchill to you git? Sadiq Khan, the mayor? This is London, mate, not Afghanistan. Or Star Wars. Our government won't even protect our schoolgirls from grooming gangs. Sod off, wankers! The police won't help. They're too busy confiscating garden tools and suppressing free speech.
That's right, miss. What have I done, officer? You've tweeted rudely, and you're under arrest.
Curry is fine, but we have several recipes already. There are 50 Islamic nations in the world. Muslims don't need to be on our island. They want to conquer it. The government says it must be this way. That doesn't make it right, does it, Robin Hood? These dragons that threaten our England won't go away unless brave knights rise up to slay them. Or did all the British bloodlines with any bollocks get killed off in World Wars I and II? Englishmen, it's your country and it's being taken from you. Chav, posh, doesn't matter. We're already all in this together. I don't want this to be the future of the women of England, and I'm sure the women of Iran and Afghanistan didn't want it either. Your ancestors beat the Spanish Armada, Napoleon, and the Nazis. Surely you can handle welfare tourists. History will record what you do or don't do. Get cracking, lads. Love, Amelia.
All right, love Amelia. Now, this is UK's response. Shout out to Vanta, my UK correspondent over there in the UK. Yay, yay.
Events of the last 48 hours are deeply disturbing, and what we see is a spiraling conflict, a spiraling war, and things are really getting out of control. I think first and foremost, we're ultimately concerned about Irish citizens, British citizens, those that have been travelling to the Middle East, those that have made their home, and our first concern is their safety and getting them extracted from what is potentially a very dangerous and catastrophic situation. So we remain engaged with both the Irish government, the British government, in terms of the advice that they are offering out, and I encourage everyone who's concerned to follow the consular advice, the embassy's advice, and hopefully there will be an opportunity for some people to get removed from what is a very, very challenging situation. I think any of us reflecting on the last 48 hours can only be seriously alarmed about a war that has started, and where does this all end? A war that should never have begun, but a war that now needs to be ceased. What we need to see is dialogue. What we need to see is respect for international law. And unfortunately, that is not the case at this moment in time. But I certainly make that case very strongly that we need to see negotiation. We need to see people around the table. We need to see a plan to end this war and an end to the destruction and the devastation. You only have to look at events of Saturday of what happened to over 150 children in Iran, and then what's spelled out even from that, more loss of life, more death and destruction. I want to see this come to an end. I fundamentally disagree with the British government's approach, the fact that they have now joined this reckless war, and I've made that very clear to them as well. But I will continue to engage in terms of humanitarian issues, in terms of trying to get people safely removed and back home with their loved ones.
Yeah, that shit. Now, she's trying to fight what the fuck the British people about to fucking do on joining the war, like right after y'all turned down Trump being on your military bases. So now that Trump went full speed ahead, now y'all gotta motherfucking force your motherfucking move. Now, you know, it's like it's real crazy what's going on now. Trump shit has motherfucking caused a ripple effect in the UK. Now, chances are we might have more immigrants popping up over there on some other shit. So, we don't know. We don't know. I'm gonna keep my eye on the British government and their involvement with this war when they clearly told Trump you can't put no shit on our motherfucking military bases to bomb Iran. Now this was like a day or two before the bombing. So yeah, shit is wild. Shit is wild. Salute low key. Yeah, they watching us, dog. They putting symbols next to our motherfucking comments and shit. You know what I'm saying? I go everywhere else and leave a comment. I don't get that symbol. But over here, everybody getting that symbol. I've been tagged, y'all. How the hell Dubai involved? Because them bitches over there shitting on bitches. They involved because of Vince McMahon. They over there shitting on American bitches. Hell yeah, they involved. That's fucked up, dog. But it's true though. I don't know if it's true about what I just said, but it's true. At least 70 to 80%. Oh man. But if Dubai is involved, like they got to get something out the deal. This is my first time hearing about that. So, like, if Dubai is involved, something. They probably want a piece of some oil, or they want a piece of some territory. It's one or the other, because like Dubai got that big ass motherfucking tower in the city, and shit. They got like the motherfucking princes over there. So, as a matter of fact, what the fuck they want? We want a piece of the action. Y'all either want a piece of the action, y'all want some oil, or y'all want some land, or y'all want a motherfucking like a travel route to traffic people. Who knows? It's about to be 2001 part 3. Get the fuck out of here. I heard that. One of these people I was watching on the on the YouTube said that shit. Yup, it's about to be a forever fucking war. You know, that's why they call it the forever war. Non-stop fucking war. I think the only time we had a motherfucking like a little breath was when Trump's first term. I don't think we did shit, but man, fuck the bullshit, dog. We bombed something with a drone during Trump's regime. We did something. I know we ain't go to no goddamn war. But fuck all that. Something got blowed up on the Trump's ride. Ain't nobody saying nothing. All right, but like that was British response, but I need to hear the military's response. The 80s, 90s babies went through a lot, bro. How we still standing? How I'm still standing? Smoking weed and thinking. We survive by using our heads to avoid the bullshit. Oh man. Oh, here we go.
Trump is paying back the political contributions that he got from the Israel lobby in the form of taking care of one of their long dreamt of plans, which is to knock off the regime in Iran. As a result, early yesterday morning in an Austin bar, a gunman wearing clothes with an Iranian flag design and the words "property of Allah" on it used both a pistol and a rifle to carry out an attack that killed 2 people and wounded 14. Police in Austin shot and killed the gunman. The FBI is investigating the shooting as a potential act of terrorism since it happened the day after the U.S. and Israel launched their attack on Iran.
Yeah. And I don't know if my past self going to say it. I'm waiting till my past self talk because I forgot.
Has been identified, and according to the Department of Homeland Security, he was 53-year-old Ndiaga Diagne.
Wow.
Diagne was originally from Senegal, and he first entered the U.S. in 2000 on a tourist visa. But obviously, he had no plans whatsoever to return to Senegal because he became a lawful permanent resident 6 years later after he married a U.S. citizen. He then became a naturalized U.S. citizen in 2013. Obviously, he's remained in the United States ever since. And this is what he's been doing during his time here. Apparently, this is what he thinks is important to him. As far as I'm concerned, this incident is off code as hell, not merely because we have this foreign flag doing this, but because this foreign flag went on a shooting rampage on behalf of, well, another foreign flag that he's not even a citizen of. Senegal has all kinds of problems, such as the Arabs who are spreading their influence in the continent and pitting Africans against each other. But apparently this Diagne character doesn't have any smoke or fire on behalf of his own people. But it turns out that if the U.S. starts a war against an Arab country, suddenly he's going on the warpath, and all in the name of religion. Yeah. He has no smoke for black people being mistreated anywhere.
Exactly.
He got here in 2000, so that meant that this guy was here for 20 years. He saw all of the mistreatment of black folks right here in this country. Yep. The very black people who made it possible for him to be here. Mm-hmm. He saw the uprisings in 2020, but apparently that didn't make much of an impression on him. As far as he was concerned, he ain't one of the, I'm not one of these Akatas. I came in to see what I could get. That didn't bother him. But an Arab country comes under fire, an Arab country that did absolutely nothing for him, and now he's so eager to make a big religious statement. Now, for any of the non-FBA family who may be listening to this, the point that I'm trying to make is this is the reason why we had to delineate. We are facing life and death issues here. We got a whole bunch of people who have been coming here for decades, generations, in fact. And this is the stuff that they're on. These tethers and foreign flags, they worship their white and Arab colonizers. Even after so-called independence, their non-black masters still have them on strings. They're willing to die and even kill to impress these other people. The only thing the rest of the world sees when it looks at people like Diagne is that he's black. That's certainly the only thing the Arabs see. They don't see a Muslim. Blackness is what the world sees when it looks at him, but that's why the cops didn't even attempt to take him in alive. Had he been white, they would have. But he saw himself as a Muslim. Even though the Iranians wouldn't spit on him to save his life, he could never get into one of their mosques.
Right.
This incident wasn't some bold act of self-respect. It was a blatant act of self-contempt. He immolated himself for absolutely no reason whatsoever. He didn't know or care what he was. He only knew what he wanted to be. In this case, he wanted to be an Arab. Whatever's going on over there in the Middle East, it has nothing to do with us, so I'm not taking any sides. Sure, we can observe, we can give analyses, and we can explain why it's happening. But as far as we're going to take a side and say who's right and who's wrong, this is just another argument among the same gang of thugs we've had to contend with over which one of them is going to be barking out orders and who's going to be taking them. But this is why delineating from these fools was a great move. We have spent hundreds of years pushing black empowerment and black unity. But the problem is too many of these immigrants have come here and the only thing on their minds is how do they prove that they can get in good with the dominant society here or that they can prove their loyalty to some other regime outside of the U.S. This is why delineating was necessary. These people have proven that they're willing to fight for anything except themselves. And they'll make all kinds of excuses why this cowardice is okay, we don't have enough numbers, etc. And yet, whenever they talk to foundational black Americans, they have no problem talking to us any old kind of way. Suddenly, they're not scared of inferior numbers. And let someone offend the white society that they wish they could be a part of. Let them do something against the religion or sexual orientation or immigrants or what have you. And suddenly, these same people who tell us why they can't lift a finger or won't say a peep for blackness, suddenly they're hanging out of a window and committing mass shootings. And for what? You know, if you want me to have any sort of consideration for the Iranians have had decades to show consideration for us. I'm not talking about with words. I am not going to be putting myself out for anybody else who decides that all they can do is give us empty lip service once every blue moon or whenever the U.S. needs to be given a black eye or shown what for. No. If these people don't make it a serious point to make serious inroads with us, well then, times like this, they're on their own. And while we're on the subject of felonious foreign flags, that brings me to another incident. This one out of Ron DeSantis' Florida.
This alleged crime happened in June, but it wasn't until this week a grand jury said these minors need to be charged as adults. This is why we are showing you their faces. Now, the details in this alleged crime are very disturbing. We want to warn you.
It's alleged.
2 middle school age boys and a 15-year-old boy are facing serious charges as adults in connection to a rape case involving a 12-year-old girl. So you're 12 years old? You're 13 years old? Police say the co-defendants, Nelson Nunez, Josiah Jones, and Xavier Tyson, all played a part in the crime that took place in an Overtown community garden in June. You were indicted by a grand jury and transferred to from juvenile court to adult court. That's why you are here. Police reports say the victim was leaving her friend's house when 13-year-old Nelson Nunez grabbed her, forced her on a couch inside the Greenhaven community garden, and raped her, while 12-year-old Josiah Jones and Xavier Tyson, who was 14 at the time, restrained her. Police say Jones put rocks in her mouth to stop her from screaming. The victim says it went on for about 30 minutes, and the boys stopped when they heard her father calling her name. Both the 12 and 13-year-old are at the West Detention Center, both of them being held there without bond.
Oh, how very different the white media's coverage is this time around. The children who have been charged are between the ages of 12 and 15. They're not adults. The white media never shows the faces of white children who are charged as adults. Right. And yet in this case, they're giving themselves an excuse to make an exception. Well, they were charged as adults, so that makes it okay. Yeah, they pick and choose when they want to do it. Now, I just told you about a case on Friday.
That shit takes me motherfucking back to
Salute Tony Mac.
Motherfucking the fucking Jim Crow days.
Return of the back, yeah. Return of the... That's my shit. Here I go. Salute Tony Mac. Make sure y'all subscribe to Tony Mac.
They locked up a 7 and 8-year-old all because a little white girl kissed one of the black boys on the cheek, and they hauled those kids out their fucking house, had them in jail for 3 months. 7 and 8 years old. Motherfucking town was outraged after that shit. Like, what? These are kids playing. Like, what? This shows the fucking racism in this fucking country. And I'm going to eradicate it. Like real shit. Eradicate all these evil motherfuckers. I'm sorry, but they call me racist for calling out racism. Or y'all don't like the tone and frequency in my voice when I call it out. They want me to sound soft and scared. No, fuck that shit. This is wrong.
You have a creep who was 18 years old, and yet he raped a 13-year-old girl, basically the same age as this alleged victim in this case. And yet this 18-year-old man has gotten virtually no white media coverage. And he's not being charged with rape. He's simply being charged with travel with intent to engage in illicit sexual conduct.
Wow.
Not rape, not sexual assault, just intent to engage in behavior. This for a man who raped a child and strangled her nearly to death. And it seemed to be part of his plan that both of them were going to die afterwards. From the way he set it up, she was going to die whether she wanted to or not. And of course, we have to ask, who are these defendants? Well, this took place in Miami, so I'm already starting to think that it's not an FBA enclave. And then you look at the names: Nelson Nunez, Josiah Jones. I've seen black males named Josiah, but never Josiah. So, at first blush at least, it looks like we have a number of non-FBA identicators going on here. Now, I mention this because whenever you get these tethers or whomever who try to tell us that foundational black Americans don't know how to raise our children, from now on, we're going to be keeping a running tally of whose kids are getting into what trouble. And what we've already been uncovering is that a lot of these criminals who had previously been put under the blanket definition of black are in fact immigrants. Foundational black Americans will not be carrying the weight of all these immigrants who commit these crimes the same way that we're not going to be putting on the cape for other groups either. Everyone's going to need to learn to stand up for themselves on their own, or they will fall where they cower. And I know this last part is not exactly a natural segue, but we talked about the recent predictable problems the Tethers had after TetherCon in New Orleans last year.
TetherCon.
And speaking of New Orleans, they had Mardi Gras last month,
TetherCon,
an FBA tradition. Now, a lot of foreign flags want to try to attribute Caribbean and Latin culture to Mardi Gras as if it has nothing to do with FBAs whatsoever. They say that it's basically an Americanized version of Carnival in places like Brazil. I'm afraid that doesn't track. The differences between what FBAs do and what they do in places like Brazil are as stark as night and day. For example, in New Orleans, they do dress up in elaborate feathery costumes, kind of like they do in Latin America, but you notice a huge difference. They're covered from head to toe. You see, this is how foundational black Americans dress when they do this. Now compare that, on the other hand, to how the women in Brazil dress for Carnival. Pay attention to how the foundational black Americans dress during Mardi Gras, you will not see an FBA black woman dressed like this.
Right.
And you damn sure won't see any FBA men at Mardi Gras dressed like this. I'm just saying.
I'm just
I
saying.
thought the entire point of the feather costume
Y'all
was
should
to
have saw the
take
picture. That shit looked
attributes of a bird. You're supposed to be covered from head to toe. Whoever saw a bird that only had feathers on its shoulders? Now, again, I'm not trying to be messy, but I got to tell it like it is, and this is something I noticed a long time ago, and I'm sure a lot of you noticed it too. The pornification of hip-hop was not something that organically came from foundational black Americans who created rap music. This was the result of foreign influence. People like the Caribbean Tether Luther Campbell and others. In places like the Caribbean and Latin America, having women running around naked is the norm. Sexualizing women is a part of the culture. Obviously, I'm not saying that that's the only thing that these cultures were doing, but what I'm pointing out is we were not doing this. Because when you encourage open nudity and debauchery in the streets, you turn your society into an open-air brothel. When you glorify women being the worst version of themselves, the children will follow, and society deteriorates. You make your daughters into
Hashtag
whores,
sexy
as
red.
the old saying goes, you can't make a whore into a housewife. And you certainly can't make a whore into a responsible mother either. Just because people have a parade in one country where some of them wear feathers or some sort of other elaborate dress, that doesn't mean they're doing the same thing that folks in another country do. And how you do something matters just as much as what you're doing. For the Pan-Africanists out there getting heartburn about what I'm saying, give it a rest. It takes two to tango, and you're out here square dancing solo. Pan-Africanism wasn't necessarily stillborn, but it damn sure was on life support for many years. And here some folks are still trying to breathe life back into it. Tell me something. At what point does this stop being CPR and it becomes necrophilia? That's not a joke. It's a serious question, because that's what's happening here. Pan-Africanism needed to be a two-way street, and all it ever was a one-way road. We were the ones who wanted it. All those other African countries over there, and not a single one, not even one, got on board with this, and neither did their people. Sure, you have a small minority who did, but Africa is not a few open-minded people with their heads on straight. It's a continent full of people. This was a fundamental difference, and the more people who came here from abroad who continue to spit in our faces and to work against us and to promote being an immigrant over being black, and who wanted to practice the same stupid tribalism that made Africa into a basket case, these people never stopped that mess. That's what this latest guy in Austin proved to us. 100 years of that. When does it stop? When do we say enough? That's when. There's an old saying, if something can't go on forever, it won't. Without us, there is no soul. That's not a brag, it's a fact. That's why the word is so important to us. We are the soul. We are the cultural vibrancy. And without a soul, the body dies. And what do you call a body without a soul? You call it a zombie. That's what Essence Fest turned into. You can monetize what we do, but you can't do what we do. You can't create it. And there is no substitute for it. Now, people can get upset about what it is that I'm saying, but unless they're out here calling this mess out and calling it what it is, then they have no leg to stand on. This is not about trying to make sure that everybody's perfectly pleased with us. In order for that to happen, we would have to also make sure that the tethers, bootlicks, foreign flags, and other assorted enemies within like us. And if they do, that means we're doing it wrong. Because you will never see a foundational black American calling himself doing some sort of stunt because he's trying to impress people in a different country that he's never set foot in, people who have no respect for him in the first place. And anyone who doesn't understand that has never understood us. Good day and be one.
Woo! There's a call on Congress. Let's go.
Mr. Massey for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Congress created the Department of Justice. Congress funds the Department of Justice, and Congress is responsible for the oversight of the Department of Justice. When will we see justice? I'll tell you what I've not seen. I've not seen any arrests from the revelations in the Epstein files, over 3 million documents describing horrible things, describing unspeakable things, so much of it redacted. Over 24 people have resigned, CEOs, members of government worldwide. But I haven't seen any arrests or investigations here in the United States from this Department of Justice. Prince Andrew, Duke of York, who has since been stripped of his royalty, his royal titles due to his affiliation with Jeffrey Epstein, has been arrested. Peter Mandelson, who previously served as UK's ambassador to the United States, resigned in disgrace from United Kingdom's House of Lords and the Labour Party, and he's been arrested. Former Prime Minister of Norway, Torbjorn Jagland, has been charged. But we don't see any charges, arrests, or investigations in the United States. What do we see? We see our FBI director celebrating in the locker room at the Olympics overseas. It's fine to be proud of this country, but we should be proud of this country because we have a system of justice that works.
We don't have a system of justice that works. We don't have a system of justice that works. That's a, shit. May I remind y'all, motherfucking colonizers, y'all took this fucking land. Justice that works. This land was built on fucking genocide, murder, rape, pillaging, crazy ass pilgrims talking about burn the witch and all this shit. Like, or the motherfucking man, Thanksgiving, American Holocaust, Trail of Tears. Like, what? Even y'all pilgrims was fucking your own people up. Like, what the fuck out of here? Like, man, we not well. Look, somebody is finally saying something, but still, though, he's saying nothing ain't gonna happen. Or, I mean, he's saying nothing has happened, but we already said that's doing the content on this shit. We already know nothing was going to happen. We knew this shit. We know this shit is a distraction. Epstein, Charlie Kirk, Trump, BB. Those four corners got everybody fucked up. And in between that, if you're not distracted by that, you're distracted by Corey Holcomb. And Corey Holcomb, this motherfucker, him and Anton fucking Daniels, bro. You know those two motherfuckers got people fighting each other over the goddamn internet? Anton was right. Anton the man. Corey's the man. He cooked Anton. Anton cooked Corey. How about they both whack? How about that? Man. Get the fuck out of here. You know what's going on, man? They are pushing this AI, robotics. Motherfuckers just made some deals and mergers with some Zionists. And they about to spray the fucking sky next month. So, like, look, pay attention. AI robotics, Zionist merging with the media. All the media is a rat now. Now, I know some people may not even care that their medias probably haven't been taken over, but it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time before they take over your favorite TV show. But all my franchises died since 2015. You feel me? They've been killing my franchise from 2015 to now. Now the Zionists got all the media. Hashtag fuck the Ellison family. Let's go.
And yet we do not. Who are the men that should be investigated? I'll name
Even
them
the phone
right here.
agree.
You don't even have to see past the redactions to see that this man needs to be investigated. Jess Staley, accused of terrible things. It's right there in the files. Why is he not being investigated? And Leslie Wexner, why did the FBI list him as a co-conspirator in their own documents in a child sex trafficking case and then tell him, according to him, that they had no questions for him? Why is that? Well, the Epstein Files Transparency Act requires the DOJ and the FBI to disclose to us their internal memos and emails about how they made those decisions, whether to prosecute or not prosecute. Yet they have not delivered those memos. And we still don't have the memos and documents and emails from 2008 to explain why Jeffrey Epstein was given such a light sentence in what would have been an open and shut case of child sex trafficking, which allowed him to go back and recommit these terrible crimes, create hundreds of more victims, and ensnare so many other people in his conspiracy. Where are those documents that describe those decisions? We need justice. We want the Department of Justice to get to work, and that's what they need to do now. Madam Speaker, I rise today to let the American people know that this government is under siege. All three branches of this government is under siege by lobbyists and lawyers from a German company named Bayer. They spent over $9 million lobbying the executive branch and the legislative branch so that they don't have to be liable for any damages that their herbicide causes, otherwise known as Roundup. And they're having some success. Now, they haven't had any success yet in this chamber to get that immunity. They've had some success in the state legislatures, which are also under siege, to get this immunity from liability. Look, the Constitution guarantees people a trial if they've been harmed. Why are we contemplating going against the Constitution? The Attorney General has opined favorably for this German company in front of the Supreme Court about getting rid of any liability that they should have for any damages. And the most recent thing that we've seen, the executive branch. By the way, the president's chief of staff and the president's attorney general worked for one of the biggest lobbying firms that's received hundreds of thousands, billions of dollars from Bayer. And maybe that's why we've seen an executive order that says that the production of this chemical from this German company is a national defense priority. And we know why they're doing that. It's to keep them from having any liability. Everybody in this country deserves their day in court. This is wrong. We shouldn't succumb to the lobbyists, not in the executive branch, not in the judicial branch, and certainly not here in Congress and not in the state legislatures. But there's a lot of money at play. And I implore my colleagues to resist it and do not give them immunity. And I yield back.
Yep. That motherfucker called out some people. It's like, yo, everybody else in other countries locking up people. Why we ain't locking up nobody yet? Good question. But we on to the meat and potatoes of all this. Iran just rejected that fucking ceasefire. We up out of
is
here.
panicking as Iran has rejected his ceasefire offer. Donald Trump apparently only prepared for a 4 to 5 day war against Iran, and he assumed that if the United States were to kill the Ayatollah Khamenei, that Iran would immediately want a ceasefire, and that Donald Trump would be able to declare a victory, and that war would not spread throughout the region. Donald Trump was warned that his personal views that that's what would take place were wrong, and he was indeed wrong. Hat tip to Winit. They were the first to report, and they're based out of Israel, that Donald Trump is now begging Iran for a ceasefire, and Iran immediately rejected it and said when there will not be a ceasefire will be on our terms. And now one of the major issues the United States is facing is, will we be running out of munitions? Do we have the capabilities for a long-term war if this drags out for many, many months? And in addition, we've learned some horrific news this morning that a number of our soldiers, a number of U.S. service members have indeed been killed in action during the war already. We've learned that there have been, so far, 3 U.S. service members killed in action. 5 have been seriously wounded so far during Operation Epic Fury, is what the Trump regime is calling it. We're referring to it as Operation Epstein Fury or the Jeffrey Epstein War. The U.S. Central Command, CENTCOM, announced the deaths of these 3 U.S. service members. 5 are seriously wounded. We're following that. We're expecting, sadly, the number of deaths to increase. These casualties, as open source intelligence defender also notes, these casualties are likely the result of Iranian ballistic missiles and one-way attack drones that have been striking U.S. bases in Bahrain, Kuwait, and the United Arab Emirates, with some bases suffering much more serious damage than had been previously reported or announced by CENTCOM. Indeed, our government is giving false information, saying that the attacks have not been serious against our bases, only for us to learn later that they are indeed very, very serious. And now our service members have been killed, and Donald Trump has blood on his hands, and this whole regime in the United States has blood on their hands. Iranian's President Masoud Pezeshkian, he is alive, and he's stating this morning on state-run television that the Interim Leadership Council is now operational and has assumed constitutional control of the Islamic Republic of Iran. Pezeshkian adds that we will continue the path of the leader with strength. Our armed forces are crushing the bases of enemies. No sign by Iran that they will be stopping their retaliatory actions against U.S. bases and U.S. interests within the Middle East anytime soon. In fact, here's a statement that just came out from Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. They state that the 7th and 8th waves of what they're referring to as Operation True Promise are underway, targeting U.S. bases across the region. The IRGC claims that the Ali al-Salam airbase in Kuwait has been completely disabled. They're claiming the number is 560 dead and wounded when it comes to Americans with U.S. Central Command, putting that number far less. And I do think that Iran exaggerates, but I also know that our government, the Trump regime, lies about everything. So we're going to be paying close attention to that. But the retaliation by Iran has indeed been fierce. In the central Jerusalem or central Israel area, in a city called Beit She'amish, there were at least 6 individuals killed in this central Israel area. 14 people are still missing. We expect that the death toll will be rising there with ballistic missile and other strikes by the Iranian regime. We are seeing more Iranian strikes in Bahrain. Also, an Iranian Shahi drone hit a French naval base in Abu Dhabi. Multiple explosions have been seen, and impacts from Iranian drones and ballistic missiles were reported at the Z port, a commercial deep water port that serves Abu Dhabi within the United Arab Emirates. You can see here Iranian reports stated that a drone struck a UAE oil platform in the Persian Gulf. And it does appear that this oil platform in the Persian Gulf has indeed been hit. And we've been seeing this in Doha. We've been seeing this in Bahrain. We've been seeing in Doha Zinkar. We've been seeing this in UAE, in all of the kind of neighboring countries. An update on the Strait of Hormuz. remember, this is where 20 to 25% of the liquefied natural gas, like our oil supply, traverses through the Strait of Hormuz. It's a narrow strait off of Iran, while the Strait of Hormuz now is at a standstill as Iran has apparently begun firing on all of the oil tankers that are near it. There's huge congestion on either side. And we will see.
You want that oil, bitch? You gotta earn it. That oil. oh, the bastards want that oil? Blow it up. Blow that bitch up.
It goes down there. Reuters is confirming as well that at least 150 tankers, including crude and LNG vessels, dropped anchor in open Gulf waters beyond the Strait of Hormuz, and dozens more were stationary on the other side of the choke point. Shipping data showed after U.S. and Israel strikes on Iran. I'll just show you what's going on around. I showed videos about this morning as well, but throughout Iran right now, in their city centers and city squares, you have a lot of Iranians coming out calling for revenge after the death of Ayatollah Khamenei. You've heard a lot of people in Iran are saying death to America. You hear chants like that. Just look at this scene. Even in Yemen, for example, because one of the things to note about the Ayatollah is that the reach and influence was beyond Iran. This is why it was so foolish for Donald Trump to believe if you just kill the Ayatollah, you're going to disable the Iranian regime.
Right. And that's the tactic that they go by. You cut off the head, the snake dies. But you keep on forgetting. Iran is acting like the Phantom Troop. You can take out the head, but that body's still going to be flip-flopping and moving and killing. See, instead of thinking about it like a snake, they should have thought about Iran as a centipede. The only thing you did was take out a couple legs. Or maybe they the reptilian that can grow a limb back. But they saying you cut off the head, the snake dies. But let me tell you something. Here's another thing that no one wants to talk about. The leader that motherfuckers put in place are just figureheads or puppets. It's the advisors or the secret leader that's above the motherfucker that you need to get. Even the phone agrees. This is why there would be no ceasefire. You know, rather if there was a new leader.
Yep, this is retaliation. I just got kicked out of my fucking YouTube. Fuck YouTube. Here we go.
We don't need to do a ceasefire. Y'all motherfuckers attacked us. You sons of bitches. Fuck Israel. Fuck the United States. Death to America. Simple as that. Simple as that. But y'all only pick on motherfuckers that y'all know y'all can motherfucking pick on. Y'all ain't doing that shit to Russia. Y'all ain't doing that shit to China. Y'all damn sure ain't doing that shit to North Korea. You know what I'm saying? You can fuck with Iran for BB. You know what I'm saying? Let BB do it itself. Kick back and relax and let the United States do shit for him. No, BB. Damn, man, there will come a time. There will come a time. I might not even be here. But this country got to cut other countries the fuck off and just be its own United States. like they can fuck trading with people. We're going to build our own shit, make our own shit. Don't we got oil over here on our land? I seen the Beverly Hillbillies. Jed, move away from there. Move to Beverly Hills, that is. Movie stars. The Beverly Hillbillies. I love Granny on that show. Granny was the shit.
Going to get a new, more extreme Ayatollah is what the CIA warned Donald Trump and what we've been talking about here. And we've been seeing America consulates and embassies across the Middle East now being attacked. And we also saw a number of agencies, intelligence agencies across the world representing Western countries, including here in the United States, warning against terrorist attacks and Iran activating terrorist cells.
Right. Iran going to activate terrorist cells in our country? Nigga. If that happens, who do the fuck we blame? Who do the fuck we blame? We blame the United States. And how the fuck do y'all know that Iran have terror cells here? Huh? if y'all ain't bringing them over.
Or the
Because
CIA.
mind you, we opened up the door to all the immigrants. Them motherfuckers is crazy. We need to motherfucking build a lookout for a terrorist attack that y'all will cause, just like y'all did 9/11, to justify going to war to find weapons of mass destruction that was never fucking found. Put us in a forever war for like 25 fucking years. The fuck? Wait a minute. Let me say it right. How many years was the forever war? Like when the Iraq shit started? Okay, we're going to say from 2001 all the way to when Obama said that he killed Osama bin Laden, a.k.a. CIA. Nobody want to talk about that either. Or Building 7. But anyway, put us in a goddamn war for like motherfucking 17, 18 years. Y'all let me know how many years was that forever war, because it felt forever. And JD Vance have the nerve to be like, oh, we wasn't like the other president. We're smarter. Our shit ain't gonna drag on. And Trump like, yeah, nigga, this shit gonna be 4 or 5 days. We gonna kill their leader and they gonna surrender. No, bitch. It don't go like that. It don't go like that. You just started another forever fucking war. Thank you. Now this shit might drag all the way to 2030. Now, while we focused on the goddamn war, Epstein, Trump, they're going to be putting these AI robots. They're going to be taking our jobs, taking our positions. They trying to put age verification and digital ID everywhere. By the time the war ends, this will be a surveillance motherfucking country. Like I said, man, we better learn how to hack. We better learn how to shoot. Better learn how to hunt. Better learn how to build. Because we're going to have to rebuild this motherfucking country again. After, you know, a whole bunch of bullshit go down. But shit, we got to build this country anyway. When I start my revolution, I'm destroying every fucking power structure. And stop, drop, open up shop on the rest of them. Like real shit. Y'all just motherfucking just really fucking over people all over the world. You know what I'm saying? We got motherfucking drama over here in this country, and bitch, you just added more. We gotta prepare for a terror attack. Yeah, but if that was true, if that was the case, I know they fear mongering, but if that was the case, who do we blame? Who do we blame? We blame our own fucking government for picking up the phone, answering BB's call to go handle some shit. We have no reason to be over there doing that shit. No reason. But now they're retaliating fucking up bases and oil tankers. Because obviously Iran know what the fuck y'all want. And Iran is also, shit, they go, I don't hear them killing any innocent people. But they fucking up bases and oil tankers. But y'all motherfuckers, Israel, United States, y'all blowing up hospitals, killing people in parks and shit. Like what? Let's keep going.
One of the things we are looking at right now, and our heart goes out, of course, to all of the people who died in that tragic shooting in Austin, Texas, at a bar there that took place at like 2 a.m. in the morning.
Damn.
Apparently, it was someone who was here from Seagal. And the FBI right now has activated its counterterrorism task force. I think there's a few individuals who died, multiple people who were injured at the shooting here in the United States. And that's being investigated perhaps as an act of terrorism, although more information is needed before I could report further on that. Officials are indeed confirming in a news conference that there were indications of a potential nexus to terrorism in this Austin mass.
Yeah, they're trying to create the bullshit. Right after you bomb a country, now, all right, let's put in a psyop in our country of a person retaliating against people, and we're going to make that connect with what we just did. Remind you, what's the key word in this whole situation? Retaliation. So if the motherfucker was retaliating on behalf of his country, nigga,
they don't like him. By
at least he know who to fucking blame, the government. But here's the coward shit: You're killing innocent fucking people instead of going after the government. Like, this is what I hate about this whole situation. And this is how I know that this is all a psyop. Because they always find these manifestos and they always find, you know, like the motive. And the motive is, I hate the government, I hate the system. Right? I'm going to kill some innocent people. How about you go kill the government? How about you go pop some cops and some feds, National Guard members, military? Why innocent people? Because, you know, they're not going to shoot back. So this goes to the psyop. Let's put this shit out there, put fear in people so we can add more surveillance and more security and motherfucker have a news cycle of, you know, like he was an Iranian terror cell.
Yep.
Because at the end of the day, our American people, man, y'all motherfuckers scared of revolution. Y'all scared the motherfucking fight. Not all of y'all, but it's a small group of us that really want to fuck
That's the last video anyway. That I'm gonna get to.
And most of us are gonna have to be splinter cells, split up into 3-4 man teams, and do this shit all across the country our fucking self. Because motherfuckers are pussy. I hate this government like a motherfucker. Like a motherfucker. Planning something, I'm not about to go plan to kill some innocent people. I'm about to go take out a police station. I'm about to take out a Fed building.
Allegedly.
But no, they want me to focus on ICE.
Allegedly.
Take out the ICE buildings. No, nigga, who hired ICE? Who let ICE do this shit? I'm getting this. Now, over here, I think if you cut off the head, the snake dies. But nope. Nope. The motherfucker that's telling the United States what to do is over there in another goddamn country. This is why I say, nigga, everybody strap up. We're going to Geneva. Everybody strap up. We might have to go to Israel too. Strap up. We're going to the EU. Strap up. We're going to the UN. Strap up. We're going to the WEF. That's where we need to go. Then come back to our country and take back our Tartarian buildings and put the energy back in this bitch. So we can have some good flowing energy for free 99. Take the fluoride out the water. Shoot the chemtrails out the sky and blow the CDC the fuck up. Let's go.
Shooting that has left 3 dead, 14 injured. It is being investigated as an act of terrorism as well. If Iran is prepared to bomb the Gulf states, it is also prepared to activate sleeper cells. Many people are, of course, acknowledging that reality, but we'll give you more information on Austin when that becomes available. A reminder of what took place in Karachi, in Pakistan, where their United States has a consulate there, where the locals were protesting and storming the U.S. consulate. Many people were killed. The people who were protesting as government forces shot at them. About 6 individuals, I believe, or so were killed there. But just play the clip so you can see the sign outside of that consulate. Let's play it. Also, we have to focus on a lot of things that are happening in this region. For example, Israel has been closing its crossings into Gaza Strip, including for humanitarian aid workers. This is happening. You know, we knew every time Donald Trump was saying, oh, there's a ceasefire and things are great right now in Israel and Gaza. I'm like, absolutely not. There are, hundreds and hundreds of people who are still being killed in Gaza. There was never actually a ceasefire there. Donald Trump does these fake ceasefires, and it makes the world far more dangerous as a result. Here's Lindsey Graham making his rounds on the various media networks this morning, and he's asked, well, does the president have a plan to guarantee that Iran will no longer do the things you say they're doing? And Lindsey Graham goes, that's not his job to have a plan. Why would he have a plan? Here, play this clip.
Social media post Sunday, President Trump wrote this, quote, hopefully the IRGC and police will peacefully merge with the Iranian patriots and
key word was hopefully. Hopefully.
work together as a unit to bring back the country to the greatness it deserves. Is hope the plan for the future of Iran?
Fuck no.
No, the future of Iran is going to be determined by the Iranian people. The new Iran, whatever it is, whether it's a cleric or a representative democracy, our goal is to make sure it cannot become, again, the largest state sponsor of terrorism. That's a win for us.
But is there a
longest state sponsor of terrorism, but the biggest terrorist is our country, of the United States of America. And Israel, bitch ass, too. You can't talk about Israel. That's anti-Semitic. Fuck Israel.
Fuck our government.
And their God.
Plan to make sure that happens, Senator? Is there a plan? Does the president have a plan to guarantee that happens?
No, it's not his job or my job to do this. How many times do I have to tell you? Our job is to make sure Iran is no longer the largest state sponsor of terrorism, to help the people reconstruct a new government, no boots on the ground. We don't own, this idea you break it, you own it. I don't buy that one bit. It's in America's interest to make sure the Ayatollah is dead.
Moving forward in a
It's in America's interest to make sure the Ayatollah is dead. So don't be surprised if a motherfucker make it an interest to make sure the president is dead, or J.D. Vance, or everybody in the Pentagon, or everybody on Congress.
Allegedly.
That's who motherfuckers really truly need to be hitting. And that fake ass motherfucking Trump getting shot in the ear and shit, and he did a photo op. No, fuck all that, bro. If y'all could take out JFK, someone need to take out this motherfucker, man. But like real shit. Real shit. Viva la revolution, the only solution is revolution.
media post Sunday, President Trump wrote this, quote, "Hopefully, the IRGC and police will peacefully merge with the Iranian patriots and work together as a unit to bring back the country to the greatness it deserves." Is hope the plan for the future of Iran? No. Well, the future of Iran is going to be determined by the Iranian people. The new Iran, whatever it is, whether it's a cleric or a representative of democracy, our goal is to make sure it cannot become again the largest state sponsor of terrorism. That's a win for us.
Let's make sure it don't have no weapons to retaliate against us because we're attacking them.
But is there a plan to make sure that happens, Senator? Is there a plan? Does the president have a plan to guarantee that that happens? No, it's not his job or my job to do this. How many times do I have to tell you our job is to make sure Iran is no longer the largest state sponsor of terrorism, to help the people reconstruct a new government? No boots on the ground. We don't own, this idea, you break it, you own it. I don't buy that one bit. It's in America's interest to make sure the Ayatollah is dead. He's dead. More from Lindsey Graham right here when he's asked, so is the United We're officially at war confirmed? He goes, Ayatollah would say, so let's play this clip, Senator. Let me start with the big question. Is the United States at war with Iran? I think the Ayatollah would say, yeah. I don't know if this is technically a war, but here's what I can say. The headline is for me, Sunday. The mothership of terrorism is sinking. The captain is dead. More from these MAGA Republicans. Tom Cotton, who is one of the people who he leads the Intelligence Committee. He's not intelligent at all. He is asked, do you believe the American public is owed something more than just Donald Trump making a Twitter video after we've gone to war? I don't know. Maybe going to Congress and getting authorization as the Constitution requires. This country is asking for war with Iran. Just like months ago, no one in this country was asking for war with Venezuela. This president is intentionally tanking our economy. He's the most corrupt president in the history of our nation, and Americans want him to focus on the crisis here at home. Instead, he is busy getting us involved in quagmires overseas that already are becoming deadly to American soldiers. This is a disaster. It is illegal, and the president is obligated under the Constitution to come to Congress and ask for an authorization of military force. He wouldn't get that authorization if he asked for it. Congress wouldn't vote to give him the permission to do it, but he's obligated to come to Congress, the administration. And there you have it right there from Democratic Senator Chris Murphy. Thanks everybody for watching. Hit subscribe.
Yep. And that's that. That's the last of it. I'm about to shoot this move real quick for my sister. And gotta drop that track with Low Key. Get ready for a new track. And then work on some more music, and I'll catch y'all cats in a minute. Shouts out to Low Key, shout out to Jordan, shout out to the Trail, shout out to everybody in the chat, shout out to everybody who's going to watch on the playback. It's your man, Servant Kane, and it's the Fuck the Government podcast. We out.